It would appear that the Sandman has cometh for NBC. First, he cleared house at CNN. Then he cleared house at Washington Post. Now he's going for that sweet NBC money. I think he is the highest paid employee at this point from all of these networks. And you guys probably remember him. He's the kid that got slandered in the media in a very interesting fashion because the media didn't bother doing any of these horrible thing which is called journalistic investigation. I mean, why would you want to do that? Why would you want to do actual journalism today? No, the story is what gets clicks, and the story seemed to play with the narrative, so of course they ran with it. And the reason it's very interesting is because he actually gave the media time to retract. He didn't sue right away. He gave them, I believe it was 1 week to retract. And the journalists that were actually smart, they did retract. But the journalists that weren't very smart or maybe were very rich, they allowed the story to stay up. So I guess this makes for a more interesting story. The only problem, though, is that we are not going to know how much money he is taking from NBC because the settlement is confidential. And that doesn't make for very good entertainment when it comes to the public, right? Because this is what these authoritative sources are doing nowadays. Let's not kid ourselves. They're doing entertainment. They're not actually presenting the news, because if they presented the news, they would never have gotten themselves into this very interesting predicament. Hopefully there isn't some other kid that got mistreated by the news who would also start suing people. But the thing that I find most interesting is that this is happening on Twitter. Twitter is a very progressive platform. Not the most progressive. I mean, you do have Twitch, and I think OnlyFans is also very progressive if you want to count it as a social media platform. But Twitter is also very left-wing, especially since their new CEO. And I gotta say, it's surprising to see people with the pronouns in the bio that are siding with Sandman over this. Surprising, because you would think they would side with the media. I can't find a single person that sided with the media. I did find a couple of people that were begging for money. It's like, hey, my sister needs to go through college. Just think it's worth a try. And then there are certain individuals who can say, well, this is a settlement. So it doesn't mean that the media is guilty. Yes. That's what it means, yes. Well, legally speaking, I mean, you're right. A settlement is a settlement, but in reality, let's be honest, it's not like NBC was pressured because advertisers were pulling out due to the lawsuit they had with Sandman. And come on, okay? You can use your brain. Stop being so idealistic. Just look at what happened and try to use your own brain to figure it out. So there's that. Again, shame that it is confidential, but you get what you get. So I just wanted to keep you guys up to date. And there is a cathartic feeling. Like, why are so many people not enjoying these multi-billionaire dollar corporations that ask for censorship, that apparently right now have slandered the prestigious name of Mr. Sandman? And all of these corporations who share the burden of upholding democracy and having democracy on their shoulders, why are so many people upset with them? Like, why are they happy that they lost money? You know what? Maybe people are going to start a GoFundMe for CNN and Washington Post in order to help them recover this terrible loss. And how will they ever manage to patch up their reputation after something like this? Do you think YouTube is going to stop considering them authoritative sources? Do you think maybe the news articles that they posted on Twitter regarding Mr. Sandman are going to be taken down for misinformation? I mean, I'm really worried for these corporations, because you look at the terms of service of many of these social medias, and they're very strict nowadays when it comes to fighting misinformation. And, just very, very worried, very concerned, as all of you should be, about the safety of CNN. Let me know what you guys think, though, and I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.